With the threat of a new leader for the Conservative Party potentially enacting a No Deal Brexit, because that is something that some of the potential candidates are willing to do if they have nothing else they can do, because they accept legal default and also because at least two of them are Brexiteers and want to leave, Labour tabled a motion. The motion was a bit of a cross-party thing, which I believe was also backed by Rory Stewart of the Conservative Party and Zippy from Rainbow. Oh, he's also a candidate for the Prime Minister's seat. This motion would prevent a Prime Minister from using what is dubbed a no-deal strategy, or using no deal as a bargaining, basically limiting the powers of the Prime Minister. Many have claimed this is an attempt by Labour to seize control of Brexit, which got raised in Prime Minister's questions last night, which I covered last night, as a means to prevent the Prime Minister from suspending Parliament, which is something that was actually raised by Esther McVeigh. Or was it Andrea Leadsom? One of them said they would, if they had to, suspend Parliament if no deal had to happen. The attempt included hijacking the parliamentary timetable so as to introduce new legislation that would attempt to legalise no deal not happening, which can't happen because even if we legalised it, or legislated it, which sounds better than legalised, I've conflated two things. The EU have their own rules, and therefore you would have to get them to change theirs as well, which isn't going to happen. It is quite clear from what I have gleaned from the articles I read on this, that Labour, Liberal Democrats, Greens and obviously the SNP are afraid that someone like Boris will enact no deal, which is something he is willing to do, along with Andrea Leadsom, which understandably scares them beyond belief because no deal to them is the boogeyman. It is John Wick. Dominic Raab mooted the idea of suspending Parliament because he thinks if chosen he can renegotiate the deal. McVeigh has not ruled out suspending Parliament. And as I said earlier, Rory Stewart was considering backing the motion. Shadow Brexit Secretary Keir Starmer said the debate on Brexit in the Tory leadership contest has descended into disturbing and ludicrous, and the reckless, even though it's only just started. It's not even been a day since a couple of them have actually announced their campaigns, and he's already done this? Right. None of the likely candidates for the top job has a credible plan for how to break the deadlock before the end of October. That's understandable, since Labour don't want to leave, nor do the SNP. The only people then to appease would be the Conservatives, and finding a middle ground would be quite tricky with 120 that want to leave and are happy to leave no deal, and the rest that are Remainers that accept the defeat. Instead, we have witnessed candidates openly advocating a damaging no-deal Brexit. Under WTO rules, yes, and even proposing dragging the Queen into politics by asking her to shut down Parliament to achieve this. MPs cannot be bystanders while the next Tory Prime Minister tries to crash the UK out of the EU without a deal and without the consent of the British people. Now, the reason I read all of that quote is because yesterday they voted on this. Let's play that.
The ayes to the right, 298. The noes to the left, 309.
You won't be cheering in September.
Thank you. The ayes to the right, 298. The noes to the left, 309. So the noes have it. The noes have it. Unlock.
Oh, lol.